Hi!
This is the Bookmark Besties, and I'm Kerrington.
And I'm Mattie.
And today we're going to be talking about crocheting.
It's like one of our
favorite
hobbies.
Like after reading, it's crocheting.
Yeah.
It's like BTS, reading, crocheting, Taylor Swift.
Why do you put Taylor Swift at the end?
Okay.
Mine is definitely reading and crocheting while listening to Taylor Swift.
No, you can't listen because you gotta listen to the audiobook while you're crocheting. You can't read and crochet.
I have.
You read and crocheted at the same time? That's impressive.
I got really good at not having to like actually look at what I was crocheting.
Yeah.
At one point, so I would read and crochet at the same time.
That's impressive. Okay, today we're going to talk about kind of our journey in crocheting and the projects we're working on now. You want to start?
Okay, so as far as my journey into crocheting, when did I start crocheting, honestly?
You kind of started a few years after I did, but you didn't like super get into it until later.
Yeah, I learned how to crochet probably about like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
But I didn't actually really start making a bunch of projects or anything like that until like maybe like 2 or 3 years ago when I actually started working on stuff.
I probably started crocheting like, I hate to say this, but like 6 or 7 years ago. My grandma taught me, and so yeah, I crocheted a lot like right when I learned, and it was like my favorite thing, and then I kind of forgot about it for a long time, and then I've recently gotten back into it. So yeah,
I feel like recently we've both been really into it.
Like, it's been like my favorite hobby.
Like if we're not doing anything, we're crocheting.
And we're FaceTiming and crocheting in silence.
That's like probably on the top of my hobby list, honestly. Because sometimes we FaceTime and we sit there and we read or we crochet or like
complete silence.
In complete silence, just like the presence of each other.
I'll just randomly like, one of us will randomly make a sound and we're like, oh, we're on the phone.
Like, oh yeah.
But we are going to talk to you about some of our progress on different projects we're working on, and we're gonna do like a little crochet vlog, and you're gonna get to watch us crochet for a little while. Okay, do you want to talk about your projects first?
Sure. So I only have one of the projects I'm working on right now with me. So
if you are her mom, don't watch this.
I'll tell my mom not to watch this until after.
Oh, we can just post this one later.
Yeah, I guess we could.
That's smart.
So
ignore that.
Ignore that all. We'll post this later. I'm working on a purse for my mom. My mom's birthday is tomorrow. This is how far I am.
A lot to work on.
Yeah, I have a lot to do before tomorrow. So this is one of my projects. And then my other project I'm working on right now is a shirt.
She doesn't have it with her.
I don't have it with me though. I'm only like halfway through that one. But this is obviously more important because that's be done by tomorrow.
You can do it. We're gonna crochet most of today.
Yeah, I believe in myself. And if not, I'll just crochet instead of doing my work at school.
Yeah, because that's a good idea.
I know, right? Like,
okay. So the projects that I'm kind of working on are all for my basketball team, because we do our like senior night, and our senior night is February 20th. And
you know what else is February 20th?
Something Taylor Swift?
No.
Oh, really?
It's when Memory's new album comes out.
Oh, really? So that's our senior night, and I told all the girls that I would make them something. So 2 of the girls asked for sweaters, and 2 of the girls asked for blankets. If you are any of those girls, if you are Mariana, Andrea, Bryn, or Jayla, skip this video. Do not watch, because I'm going to show your things on video. So please do not watch. I've finished Andrea's and Jayla's. I'm almost done with Mariana's, and I'm halfway through Bryn's. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that stuff, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm currently working on Bryn's because I didn't have the yarn to finish Mariana's. Mattie just brought it for me. But this is how far I've gotten on Bryn's. Hers is a granny square sweater. I've done all the pinks, all the yellows. I don't like that side. You can see all the knots. and 1 purple. I have 8 purples left and 8 whites left, and then I have to sew it all together and and do the binding. This is what a finished one looks like. This is Jayla's.
Oh, the colors are so pretty.
I made one for Mattie for Christmas, and Maddie's is the same colors but without the purple. So this is what Bryn's will look like, but instead of the blue, hers is yellow. So yeah, that is Jayla's. And then, so this is what Bryn's will look like. And then Andrea's is done. Andrea got a chunky hand knit blanket. And so this is it. This one took me a long time.
Big.
It's really big. This one took me a long time because I didn't know how to make these yet. And I had to redo it a ton.
Yeah,
like,
she was
a lot.
I haven't sewn it in the
ends. I haven't sewn it in the ends yet, so ignore that. But it looks like knit on the front, and then the back's just like loops. And it's like humongous, and it's big, and it's heavy, and it's pink because she said she wanted pink. So that one's Andrea's. We'll fold this up in a minute. We're just gonna eat it.
It's literally huge.
It's humongous. It's probably the same size as my comforter. And then this one is Mariana's, and Mariana wanted multiple colors, so hers has stripes. And I really love Mariana's. Mariana, if you were watching this, please skip. Because this might be like my favorite thing I've ever made. So hers, it has this like dark maroon in between each row, and each like one of these is one skein. So it has blue, it has this white, and then it has this like light pink color, and it just goes like that on repeat. So, but like look at how pretty it is.
It's like gorgeous.
And then the back with the loops, you can see like all this different, like it's so pretty. I love it. So that one's Mariana's. So those, I've been working on all those kind of off and on, but I have like 20 days left to finish them.
Yeah, today's February 1st.
That's crazy. I have 20 days to finish.
We're both rush crocheting.
We're rush crocheting. What do you mean I have to finish a whole sweater in under 20 days and another blanket?
It's okay. I can make a whole entire person the next day.
I think I could finish the blanket tonight. But I don't know how long the sweater's going to take me because I'm also taking an art class. In this art class, I'm like a perfectionist and I do like 20-hour work pieces and I'm in basketball, so yeah.
I just attend a lot of basketball.
You watch a lot of basketball.
I just watch a lot of basketball, so.
But yeah, so those are the projects. Those are the projects that we are currently working on, and throughout today and tonight, you're gonna get to see us vlog us. We're gonna vlog us crocheting. So that will be fun. So the next clip you're gonna see is us crocheting. So I hope y'all enjoy. I do have to go to basketball practice in a little while, so there's gonna be a big chunk where we're not crocheting. Well, you could crochet and you could film yourself crochet. So there will be that. We would also like to apologize about one video that didn't post on a Sunday. I don't know which Sunday that's going to end up being when this video gets posted, but there was one video we couldn't get to post.
This video gave us problems from the start. It's the one that I was talking about in the Five Below video where it like the audio cut out. Yeah, now it won't post.
So we're gonna try and figure a way to get it to work, and if we can't, then we might just refilm that. But as of now, there was one Sunday that we didn't post, and so we're sorry about that.
Yeah.
But we should be posting on every Sunday from now on, unless our thing doesn't want to load.
Again.
So I hope you guys enjoy watching this crochet. We might show a couple stitches to y'all just so you kind of see what we're doing. And yeah. Cut. Alright, guys, we are now crocheting. Before I have to go to practice. I have a little while. So, we wanted to show you kind of what we're working on. You want to go first? You want me to go first?
You go first.
Okay, this is part of Bryn's sweater. So, I'm making granny squares and making a lot of them. I'm sick of it. But it's like rows kind of. So, you start in the middle and you work your way out and you do 5 rows. This is 3 rows, so I have 2 more rows left. This is a start of new row, so I'm going to kind of show you how you work up a granny square. So when you start the row, you're gonna chain 4, which is just putting it on the loop and pulling it through. That's 4 chains. And then you're gonna turn your work so this hole is near to the chain. And then you're gonna do double crochet. So double crochet is you put it over the loop, go into this hole, this big hole. You go in and then pull through again. So then you have 3 loops, and you're gonna pull through 2, and then you're gonna pull through 2 again. You're gonna do 3, well, technically you're going to do 2 at the beginning because this chain counts as a double crochet. So that's 1. Then you're going to chain 1. Oh, I missed it. You're going to chain 1, and then you're going to go in this next big hole, and you're going to do 3 double crochets, which is again over, through, 2, through 2. You're going to do 3 of those. So when you have 3, this is a corner, so then you're going to do it again on this side. So you're going to chain 3. This is what makes the holes that you crochet into. And then you're going to do another double crochets into this. And that's what makes the corner. So you can see that's the corner right there. And you just do this all the way around. When you come back, then you go over and you create another row. So you have enough rows. So that's what I've been doing over and over again.
Over and over and over. You've been working on that for a while.
I have.
Like so many granny squares. I'd be tired of them. So, there is no pattern out there for this purse I'm making. I'm making up as I go, okay? So maybe one day there'll be a full video about how to make this purse. But for now, what you're going to do is basically, you're just going to chain how long you want the purse to be to start off. And then after that, you just single crochet until you have it like to where when it folds, it's big enough for the purse, like the size you want it, basically.
So you're going to be single crocheting forever.
It's a lot of single crocheting. But anyway, and then at the end of each row, don't forget to chain 1 and leave your work, because if you don't, it's bad.
I've seen people that don't do that.
I know, and it doesn't work for me. If I don't do it,
I know, like, if I try to do it the way other people do it, it doesn't look right.
I know. I literally can't.
I don't know. But yeah. So those are what we're working on and the stitches we're working with.
Yes.
You're just gonna get to sit here and watch us.
Yeah.
Just doing this. I'll show you what it's like when I get to one of the end of my squares. And yeah. We're just gonna sit here in silence and crochet now. My favorite thing to do in crocheting is to like watch a show or like a crime documentary.
Oh yeah, or listen to like some kind of podcast too.
Yeah, just to like be like multitasking. It feels like almost.
Like if you just sit there, your thoughts get too loud.
Yeah. Or you get so zoned in that you like overthink and then miss a step. You have to almost not be thinking about it.
Just let your hands do it.
Yeah. I've done so many of these that I don't even have to look at them anymore. Like, I could have a whole conversation with you while doing this. Like, watch. I'm just gonna look at the iPad. I messed up.
Because you're like overthinking it now.
Yeah. But like, it's so easy. I've done so many of them.
I'd be so tired of making granny squares if I had to make all those.
Because when I started this project, it was originally to make myself a sweater. And then I decided, oh my gosh, this would be such a good present for Mattie for Christmas.
Which
So
I do
then-
love it.
Yeah, so then I dropped mine and started one for her. And then I finished hers, and I worked on hers in front of the basketball girls. Like, I took it with me on bus trips because I decided to do it like last minute, and I barely got it done in time. And so I would take it everywhere with me. So all the girls on the bus saw it, and they were like, "Oh my gosh, are you gonna make me one?" So that's how I ended up making ones for all the seniors. So now, thankfully, 2 of them wanted blankets because that was way easier than doing another 100 granny squares. But now I've made so many granny squares I can do them in my sleep. And this isn't the first time I've done granny squares because I've made this entire blanket that we're sitting on made out of granny squares. And I made a whole one for my brother that I just haven't sewn, but all the squares are done.
She just loves a granny square project.
Like, it's an easy project, but it gets tiring after a while.
I feel like I would love to make like some kind of like granny square project that I just kind of come back to whenever I'm bored. Like I wouldn't be able to sit down and be like, okay, now I'm gonna do a whole entire granny square project. It would have to be something I work on like over a long period.
Yeah.
So I'd get so tired of granny squares.
I'm sick of it. I want another pattern with that one, but everything that I like think about making, I'm like, oh, but I could make that with a granny square.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, but I don't want to do any more granny squares. So I need to find some new patterns. So if anybody has any pattern ideas, that'd be great. I got this new really pretty variegated yarn that I want to make like some kind of sweater with, but I don't know. I haven't found a pattern that I like yet.
I feel like that's the hardest part is when you have like a vision for something, but you can't find a pattern that matches your vision.
Yeah. So then it's like, well, what if I make my own? But then you're like, I don't want to mess it up.
Yeah. And then it always like if you actually are able to make your own, it like never feels like people are like, oh my gosh, where's the pattern? And then you're like, it doesn't exist because I don't even know what I did to do this.
It just happened on its own. On a fateful evening. So I'm on row 5 now. I finished the 4th row. So when I get to the end, I will show you how I close it off and tie in the ends and stuff. And then, yeah. Basically, I have to do, once I finish this one, I have to do 6 more purples and 8 more whites. Do I have to do 8? Wait, is that right? I don't know. I might have my count off. I hope I don't have my count off.
Have you seen those like giant granny square blankets? Where, like it's just one big granny square because it's like,
and they just do like all like I don't understand how they do that. I would get so like bored doing all the rows and not be like turning or anything.
mm-hmm.
Like no.
Or was like, but like you decide how big you want the granny square to be. Okay, I don't want to make a giant granny square.
I don't.
That sounds like torture.
It really does.
No, but when my mom used to crochet, she loved making granny squares. Like it's all she did. It's all she knew how to do too.
I mean, it's really easy. If you know how to do a double crochet, then you can make a granny square. I honestly don't even know if I technically make them correct, but they stick together, so.
That's me on lots of things. Like I don't even know if I technically do anything correct, but it works.
Okay, this is the end of the row. So you can see I just crocheted into the last hole. And so there's not another hole before this. So then I'm going to chain 1. Oh, I just messed it. Okay, we're going to chain 1. Okay. And then we're going to go into the stitch over here. I don't even know if you can see that. We're going to go into this stitch. And then we're going to do a slip knot. So you're going to pull your yarn through. So there's 2 loops. And then you're going to pull that first loop through the second loop. So that's how I end it. And then I'm going to take my handy dandy scissors. And we're going to cut a long tail. That way we can sew it in. Snip it. Then you're going to take your hook and you're going to grab the loop from your tail and just pull your tail all the way through to tie that knot so it doesn't come loose. Okay. And then you're going to take one of these, a darning needle. You take plastic ones. The plastic ones are probably easier. This one has a tiny eye. It's like tiny. Plastic ones usually have a bigger one. I bought some plastic ones. They're not next to me, so I'm not using them right now. And you're just going to weave your tail in through your stitches. I go back 4 times with each one. So like that's 1 pass and that's 2. And so I'm just going to do that 4 times. Darn, jerk. So you're going to do that 4 times. That was 2. When I made the other projects, I went back and sewed all the ends in after I crocheted each square, but I figured it'd be easier to sew the ends in as I go. So that's what I'm doing for this one. And I low-key think that it has helped, and it's made the process go faster, and it's taken away one of my finishing steps. So that's very helpful. And then in the middle, there's one in the middle, the one that you started with. You're going to sew that one in. And this just makes sure that your project won't like fall apart on you, and that nobody sees your ends sticking out. Because like if an end comes undone, then you could cut it again because there's more layers in it. If that makes sense. I don't know if that made any sense. And we're gonna cut that.
It'll make sure the whole project doesn't come apart if one thing happens.
Yeah. And there we go. That is 1 square. So I now have 2 purples. How is your project going, Mattie?
It's great. I've done 3 rows since we started. So this thick now.
That is progress.
I have a lot more progress to make.
Yeah. But it's okay. You got the rest of today to work on it.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's kind of what we're doing the rest of today. Crocheting. And you get to crochet while I'm at practice.
Mm-hmm. You know, you're going to get back from practice and this is going to be the best purse you've ever seen. It'll look like a purse. Probably won't, but
I don't know when we're going to edit it. It's fine. The video will hopefully get posted.
The video will get posted, okay?
Hopefully.
There's still 12 more hours on this day.
Yeah. Maybe we'll get out of practice early. I doubt it.
Have you met your coach?
We're going to get out of practice late. But anyways, we will come back with some more updates later. That is where we're at right now. Once Mattie has some more rows in, she'll update you if I'm not back yet.
Mm-hmm.
And when I come back, we'll update you again. So see you then. All right, besties, I'm back from practice, finally.
Finally.
So y'all got to see Mattie crochet a little bit. So you want to show me your progress?
So,
Don't pull stitches out.
I did pull a couple of, I felt it. This is where we're at right now.
It looks good. I like that color.
I know. I've never seen it before. This is like the $3 yarn at Walmart.
Dang.
Yeah. So I still have a long ways to go.
Yeah, you gotta work. You gotta get some stuff done.
Maybe like speed crocheting.
Yeah. Like as fast as the time lapse. I'm still where I'm at. But I think I'm going to work on the big crochet, the like hand knit one, just so I can get that one done and over with, so I can focus all my energy on this one. So I think I'm going to work on that on camera with you guys, and then work on this later. So yeah, enjoy a time lapse of us crocheting. All right, guys, we are back. As you can see, it is now dark outside.
It is now so dark outside.
Our lights are illuminating. But
Dino's back in the lighting
Dino,
too.
yes, this is Nugget, by the way, because if somebody asks me what his name is, I can say he's Dino Nugget. But yes, so we have been crocheting, and we're gonna show you our progress of the day. So you want to start?
I would love to start. So, as we may know, this must be finished by tomorrow, and hold on, let me
She's basically gonna be crocheting all night.
basically no sleep. Also, the corners are like rolling in. But anyway, it's a square, I promise. Yeah. I'm probably like maybe a quarter of the way done. Not including the strap or any of the pockets that are supposed to go in this thing, because I didn't bring the yarn for any of those.
So
I'm gonna have mine working for me tomorrow too.
yeah, we will give you an update when she finishes it.
I'll let you know
at some point. I worked on Mariana's blanket, as you saw in the time lapse of us. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab that to show you, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys. So this is Mariana's blanket. It's really big, so it's kind of hard to show on camera. But here, can you hold this corner? This is kind of the gist of it, and it goes like that all the way down.
It's like so pretty.
That's the front, and then the back looks like this. So yeah, that's what I spent my time working on. This was Mariana's. It is now complete. Edges are sewn in, along with Andrea's. The edges on Andrea's have also been sewn in. So I got one of them done. I'm very excited about that.
That basically means you're like halfway done with senior gifts.
No, I'm 3/4 of the way done. Yep, I'm like 80% done.
You're like 80% there.
Yeah. So I'm on my way. I'm almost done. But I think that's going to be it for today's video. There will be an update on Mattie's at some point, and I will update on Bryn's at some point. But that's where we're at for today.
That's all for today's video. Make sure to like and subscribe to one of our bookmark besties.
And never forget, when in doubt, pick up a book.
Bye!